Hello guys, so in this video we will be talking about loops. So loops are used where the code is repetitive. For example, we will take a main.c code and we will include a stdio.h file, which is a standard input output file for the basic standard input output function, and we will define a main. So if you want to print a number 1, so we will use a printf statement, and so in this case it is easy to print a single number. So what if we want to print number from 1 to 10? So what we will use is printf statement 10 times. So this printf, using printf statement 10 times is hectic and looks literally like a nonsense and a donkey work. So for that we can use loops, different types of loops, to avoid this donkey work. So to print the number, you can either use for loop, while loop, or do while loop. So there are three types of loop in C, that is for loop, while loop and do while loop. So I will just explaining you the syntax of for loop. So for the for loop, the syntax is you have to initialize your variable, that is first constraint is initialization, the second is condition, that is for how many times you have to repeat the loop, and the third is modification. So this completes the for loop, as all the three constraints are in a single bracket. So the for printing number from 1 to 10, you can use this for loop, equal to I starting from 0, that is our initialization, I less than equal to 10, that is our condition, and I plus plus is our modification. So you can just print this I, which will print a number from 0 to 10 with using single printf statement. So you can do this. We have to define a integer I for that. So this for loop will print a number from 0 to 10. So the for loop example is completed. So I will give you the same example, printing number from 0 to 10 using while loop. So for the while loop, you have to initialize first, initialization, then after we have to write while, and in which our condition will be, and in this while our statements will be written. And after these statements, our modification will be. So I'll give you an example of while loop printing numbers from 0 to 10. So we have to initialize this I outside the while. So I equal to 0 will be our initialization, and then after write a while, and inside the while we will write the same condition as we have wrote for the for loop, that is I less than equal to 10, and then we have to write our statements, that is a printf statement. So printf statement will be the same as for the for loop, and then after we have to give our modification. So this will print the number from 0 to 10 as it did for the for loop. So this is an example of while loop in practical. So we'll jump to the next loop, that is do while loop. So for the do while loop we have to do the initialization first. Initialization, and then we have to write the do, and in semicolon we have to write our statements. It is mostly similar to the while loop. The only difference is we have to write our statements in the do statement, and then after our modification, and we have to write our condition after this curly braces in the while, that is our condition. So I will give you an example same as like this, printing numbers from 0 to 10 using do while loop. So in the do while loop we have to initialize our I variable from 0, then write do, give a curly brace in which we have to write our statements, in our case which is a printf, pass and di, and then after give a modification, that is I++, and write a while and condition, that is I less than equal to 10 and semicolon. So this will print a number from 0 to 10 using do while loops. So these are the 3 loops you can use in C. Please subscribe to my channel for more videos.